Some mornings feel quieter than others, and not because of the birds or the wind outside. You move through your routine like usual, sip your coffee, stretch, maybe glance at the paper, but something inside feels off, like a familiar signal that used to rise quietly has suddenly gone missing. Not pain, not weakness, just a kind of silence down there that you can't quite explain. You might chalk it up to stress, poor sleep, or just getting older. But what if your body isn't giving up? What if it's simply asking for something it's no longer getting enough of? In my experience, working with men over 60, the issue often starts where you'd least expect it, with something as simple as water. According to Tufts University, even mild dehydration can disrupt blood flow and hormone balance, both of which play a vital role in male vitality. That means the fatigue, the low energy, the quietness down there might not be a sign of decline. It could just be your body's way of saying, please help me circulate. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Stick around and I'll show you how a simple shift in how you hydrate might be the key to turning everything back on. An important truth that many men overlook is that blood flow is the foundation of male vitality. It's not just about how you feel mentally or how much rest you're getting. It's about circulation, your body's ability to move blood where it matters most, especially down there. And here's the surprising part. Your blood is mostly made of water. In fact, over 90% of blood plasma is just H2O. That means every time you're even slightly dehydrated, your circulation system feels it first. When you don't drink enough water, your blood gets thicker, heavier, and harder to push through your arteries. Your heart works harder, and the delivery of oxygen and nutrients slows down. This affects your brain, your energy, and most importantly, the signals and sensitivity in your lower body. The body isn't trying to punish you. It's just trying to prioritize survival protecting organs like the brain, heart, and lungs before anything else. Sadly, your reproductive system often falls to the bottom of that list. You might feel it as fatigue or low drive, or you might feel nothing at all, just the quiet absence of what used to come naturally. That's the frustrating part. It sneaks up slowly, and most men don't realize it's tied to something as basic as not drinking enough water. Many go looking for complex solutions, new routines, even expensive products, while the root issue might be as simple as hydration. And the real problem, most men don't even know they're dehydrated. You can still feel fine, go through your day, and be low on water without realizing it. But your body knows. It feels it in the thickness of your blood, the tension in your vessels, the reduced flow to the parts of you that once responded without hesitation. So if you've noticed that your energy has dipped or that your body feels slower down there, this might not be about aging at all. It might just be that your blood isn't moving the way it used to, and water is the switch to turn it back on. When your body starts running low on water, it doesn't just affect your blood, it affects your hormones too. Most people don't realize this, but dehydration can throw your entire hormone system out of rhythm, especially as you get older. That includes the balance of testosterone, the energy-driving, mood-lifting hormone that supports male confidence and vitality down there. And it's not just about testosterone itself, it's about the organs that help make and manage it. When you're dehydrated, your body goes into what's called conservation mode. It starts pulling resources away from systems it considers less urgent and focuses on keeping you alive. That means things like digestion, immunity, and yes, your reproductive and urinary systems become lower priority. In that state, your adrenal glands may release more cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. And cortisol in high amounts directly suppresses testosterone. It's like a teeter-totter. When one goes up, the other goes down. A study from McMaster University showed that even short periods of dehydration can lead to noticeable drops in testosterone, especially in older men. This is partly because the kidneys and liver, which are responsible for hormone processing and detoxification, don't work as well without proper hydration. When they're strained, hormone levels fluctuate. You may not notice it right away, but your energy feels low, your mood shifts, and the quietness down there becomes harder to ignore. Worse, many men mistake these signs for just aging. They think it's inevitable. They assume that low drive, low motivation, and the lack of response from their body is something they just have to accept. But that's not always true. Sometimes it's not about age, it's about how well your body can support the systems that control your vitality. And if you're not giving it enough water, you're cutting off that support at the source. So the next time you find yourself feeling off, especially in your energy, your clarity, or your rhythm down there, stop and ask yourself, am I giving my body enough of what it needs to function well? Am I supporting my hormone health? Something as simple as water. You don't need a prescription to start fixing this. You just need awareness and the willingness to treat hydration as seriously as any other part of your wellness routine. Most people think drinking water is just about quantity. You hear advice like 8 glasses a day or carry a water bottle everywhere. But the truth is, how you drink water matters just as much as how much you drink. Your body isn't a bucket. It doesn't just fill and store. It's a living system that absorbs, filters, and distributes water carefully. And if you change just a few habits, you can dramatically improve how water supports your energy, focus, and even your function down there. The first habit is simple: drink slowly, not all at once. Gulping down a bottle in one go feels efficient, but your body can only absorb a limited amount of water at a time. When you sip gradually throughout the day, your cells get a steady flow of hydration and your circulation stays smooth and supported. Think of it like watering a garden. You don't flood it once a day and hope for the best. You give it consistent care. The second habit sounds strange, but it works. Sit down when you drink water. When you're seated, your body is more relaxed and digestion improves. Your nervous system shifts from stress mode to rest mode, which allows better nutrient and fluid absorption. That means blood flow improves, especially toward areas like the pelvis, where your urinary and reproductive systems are located. Over time, this gentle habit can improve how your body circulates energy and pressure down there. The third habit is one you've probably never heard: let water sit in your mouth for a few seconds before swallowing. It might feel odd, but your saliva contains enzymes that signal your digestive system to prepare for hydration. This practice, borrowed from ancient Ayurvedic medicine and now gaining attention from modern nutritionists, helps your body recognize the water and absorb it more efficiently. It's a simple gesture that shows respect to your body's built-in systems. The fourth habit is all about temperature. Drink water that's room temperature or warm. I know cold water feels refreshing, especially on a hot day. But when water is too cold, it tightens your digestive tract and forces your body to use extra energy to warm it up. That slows absorption and can even interfere with circulation. Warm or neutral water supports your internal balance, digestion, and hormone rhythm, things that all connect back to how you feel down there. And finally, timing matters. Avoid drinking large amounts right before bed or immediately after meals. Drinking too much before sleep can lead to frequent bathroom trips, disrupting your deep rest. And as we know, poor sleep affects hormone production, especially testosterone. Meanwhile, chugging water right after eating can dilute your stomach acids and slow digestion. A good rule is to wait 30 minutes after meals and avoid heavy hydration 1 hour before bedtime. These habits may seem small, but they build on each other. When you drink water intentionally, slowly, calmly at the right times and temperatures, you're not just quenching thirst. You're helping your body circulate, regulate, and restore. You're supporting your kidneys, your liver, your hormone rhythm, and yes, even your confidence down there. And best of all, you're doing it naturally. No pills, no pressure, just presence. Knowing how to drink water is one thing, but knowing when to drink it can make all the difference. Just like your body has rhythms for sleeping and eating, it also has rhythms for absorbing and using water. And the timing of your hydration directly affects your energy, digestion, sleep, and even hormone production, especially testosterone. So let's walk through the best times to hydrate for men who want to feel their best down there and everywhere else. Start your day with water, not caffeine. When you wake up, your body is naturally dehydrated after several hours without fluid. Drinking a glass of room temperature water within the first 30 minutes of waking can jumpstart your kidneys, flush out toxins, and support your liver's role in regulating hormones. Many men feel a noticeable lift in clarity and stamina when they make this simple habit part of their morning. Next, hydrate steadily throughout the day, but avoid large amounts right before meals. Chugging water just before eating can dilute stomach acids and make digestion sluggish. Instead, sip water up until 15 minutes before eating, then wait about 30 minutes after your meal to resume drinking. This timing keeps digestion strong, nutrient absorption high, and your gut in balance, all of which contribute to better circulation and healthier hormone flow down there. In the afternoon, aim for a small glass of water between 2 and 4 p.m. when your body tends to dip in energy. This helps prevent that post-lunch crash and keeps you sharp through the evening. Avoid turning to caffeine at this time if you can. Water gives your body a more natural lift without interfering with your sleep hormones later on. Finally, be careful not to drink too much close to bedtime. Waking up multiple times at night to urinate disrupts your deep sleep, and deep sleep is where testosterone is naturally restored. For most men, it's best to stop heavy hydration 1 hour before sleep. This small adjustment protects your rest and gives your body the chance to replenish its hormone levels, helping you feel stronger and more responsive down there by morning. Dehydration doesn't always look like thirst. In fact, by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already behind. For many men, the signs of not drinking enough water show up in ways that are easy to ignore until they start affecting your focus, energy, or even your performance down there. These signs aren't dramatic. They don't sound an alarm, but they speak quietly through small changes that you might have mistaken for aging or stress. The most obvious sign is the color of your urine. Pale yellow is ideal. If it's dark, amber, or has a strong smell, your body is trying to hold onto water. That means you're already dehydrated. On the flip side, if your urine is crystal clear every time, it may mean you're overhydrating and flushing out essential minerals. Moderation is key, and your body will always tell you where the balance lies if you're paying attention. Another subtle sign is mental fog or light fatigue, especially in the mid-afternoon. If you find yourself reaching for caffeine to stay focused, ask yourself first if you've had enough water. Even mild dehydration can reduce blood flow to the brain, making it harder to think clearly or stay upbeat. And then there's that quiet change down there. A lack of sensitivity, slower response, or less firmness can all stem from poor hydration. It's easy to blame stress or aging, but when circulation is limited and hormones are off rhythm, that part of the body responds less. You may still feel like yourself in other ways, but that small disconnect can weigh heavier than expected. These signs don't scream for attention, but they matter. The body always whispers first. And if you're noticing these quiet signals more often, maybe it's not your age or your lifestyle. Maybe it's just your body asking for water. You don't need a complicated routine, an expensive supplement, or a medical prescription to feel more like yourself again. Sometimes the most powerful shift begins with something so ordinary we overlook it. Water is not just for survival, it's a message, a signal to your body that you are paying attention, that you care enough to support your energy, your focus, your rhythm, and yes, your strength down there. Each time you choose to hydrate with intention, you send a quiet message to your brain, your heart, your kidneys, and your hormones. You're not forcing your body, you're reminding it how to work. Blood flows easier. Organs function better. Hormones stabilize. Sleep improves. And slowly, that silent part of you that once felt distant begins to stir again. This isn't about chasing youth or fixing something that's broken. It's about tuning back in, listening, supporting the systems that make you feel strong, steady, and present in your body. Because when circulation moves, when hormones are in rhythm, your confidence returns without effort. So if you felt disconnected lately, even if it's hard to name, start here. Start with water. A glass in the morning, a slow sip after lunch, a quiet pause before bed. It may seem simple, but your body remembers. It responds. And if this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Better yet, leave a comment. Share your experience. You never know who else might need a gentle reminder that healing often begins with the most basic things.